So I think this way we will be deeply beaten Australian economic, and will be hurt Australian-Sino relationship. How do you think?
First point is, I think the relationship with China needs consistency, it needs discipline, and it needs clarity. And I think we haven't seen enough of that under this government. And I am very careful about being too partisan about the relationship, because it's an important relationship and it's not in the national interest to have politics around it. But I think that some of the comments by Barnaby Joyce and that China was worse than terrorists and other ministers have not been helpful in terms of managing the relationship. The next point I'd make is that this is a key relationship for Australia. You all understand that. It's a key relationship economically, our largest trading partner. It's also a key relationship because China is a great power in our region. China is a growing part of the global economy. In some measures of GDP, it has already passed the United States, and it will continue to grow. I'd make a few points about this. First, China has a right to develop. And in fact, the development of China has lifted hundreds of millions of people out of poverty, and it has been a good thing for humanity, and it has benefited Australia economically. I would also say that China has a right to assert its interests. However, I would make the point that there will be times where Australia, as a democracy, and China is not, it's a one-party state, we will have different views. And so we will have to intelligently seek to manage those differences. And that is the job for governments. So I would say to you, when you say to me, how do you make the relationship better? I would say to you, it is a complex relationship. We have interests that are shared, very complementary economies, great people-to-people links. We live in the same region, but we also will have differences, and it is we need to navigate them more sensibly. Bill Shorten has made it clear in his speech to the Lowy Institute. We don't see China as only a strategic threat. We see opportunity. We do see that we have to manage difference. So it's a long answer, but I think we have thought about this deeply, and we hope if we gain government, we can engage with the People's Republic in a constructive way and mutually respectful.